I'm Bob Leppan and held the absolute motorcycle world land speed record over 248 miles an hour in 1966. And I'm here viewing this beautiful collection here in Salt Lake City, which is truly extraordinary. It's amazing that all these fabulous cars could be in one place. This is obviously an over-the-top design. It's quite incredible. I don't think there's anything quite like it. It goes back to that era when they used aero engines to get the incredible speeds. And Ab Jenkins, of course, was responsible for bringing the British over, Sir Malcolm Campbell, to Utah to set world land speed records, which made Bonneville the ultimate place to break world land speed records. So we owe a lot to Ab Jenkins. In the words of Sir Henry Royce, the founder of the Rolls-Royce Motor Company, that you have arrived is a fact. How you arrive is what matters, and certainly arriving this would be outstanding. It worked hanging underneath an airplane, and it worked at Bonneville. Of course, the wheels have more aerodynamic drag than the entire car. Once you get those wheels inside the car, you go even faster, but a brilliant piece of work with a limited budget. Well, it's very much like what the Germans ran on the Autobahn in the 30s. Obviously, a very clean design. Aerodynamically low drag, but still a gorgeous design and lots of flowing lines. It's very organic, beautiful, stunning. Like all Ferraris, when you hear one, you know it's a Ferrari, and the styling, of course, is spectacular. Just a wonderful car. It's great to see something in the kind of condition that this car is in. The long hood, the short rear deck, was typical of the time. Very E-Type Jaguar-like, but with a wonderful 12-cylinder motor. The XKSS is just a stunning car, and evidently this one might have been owned by Steve McQueen. It's based on the D-Type Jaguar, which won Le Mans. We actually had a D-Type at Bonneville, quite a number of years ago, that a production D-Type owned by a private owner did 197 miles an hour. So the D-Type was an extremely, Malcolm Sayers did the aerodynamic work. He was the aerodynamicist for this car. He worked on the fighter aircraft in World War II, so he knew his stuff, and the car reflects it. This is a French car, the Delahaye. Looks fast and is fast. Painted in the traditional French racing blue. What a great car. You can see they obviously were concerned about getting air into the motor by that large upper scoop. Very similar to, in some respects, but bigger than, very similar to the Bugatti Type 35, but bigger. This was the Daytona Coupe that was built to go against the Ferraris, and it did it handily. It was actually built in California. It was starting to be one of the first cars to start employing the rear spoiler because of the shape of the car to control the aerodynamic lift. Big motor, big horsepower, and big speed with the shape of a car like this. A little bit of a California hot rod in some respects, but a car that did the business. This, in my opinion, is an extremely manly car. You certainly would want to think about it, but not too much before you started driving it. To drive something like this on its ragged limit would have to be a very physical, it would be a very difficult car to drive. Yeah, you have a good view, and you have a long way to fall. The risks were there, but people were willing to accept the risks, and I can understand why. It would just be a great experience to drive this thing. I'd love to drive it. Terrific.